All right. So I'm making this in response to your comment from the original response to this, right? Where he says, let's get this straight. Nothing created everything. Dead matter became alive. Unconscious particles became conscious. Chaos wrote mathematical laws, and we're supposed to believe that is the logical position. Atheism says the universe into one giant accidental miracle and then mocks religion for believing in miracles. Now, I just so happen to be perusing the comments, right? Not trying to attack nobody. And I saw your comment. It said, one thing at a time, who said nothing created everything? My response, it's logic. Logic says nothing created everything. Either nothing created everything or something created everything. I didn't attack you. I answered your question saying it's logic. Now, which one do you pick? Which is your pick? That's literally what I said. So now you have a choice to pick. Okay, I believe. Now, we're not talking about religion. What do you believe? Do you believe nothing created everything? Or something created everything? That's what I'm asking you. Right? I want to know what your logic is gonna what answer your logic is going to create. Right? Just like my logic creates, okay, something comes from something or nothing comes from something. Those are really the only two options we got, logically. Right? If you trace it back to the Big Bang, if you don't believe in God, something created the Big Bang, or it comes from the nothingness, which science calls the vacuum of space, whichever, right? That's the position that I'm taking. You might feel attacked and then say that, oh, these are false binaries and things like that. It still doesn't answer my question of which one do you believe in. You said you're searching for something. That means you don't know what the something is, right? I'm just saying I'm calling it God. Whatever you're going to come up with for the something or the nothing, whatever your definition for nothingness is, I'm just calling it God. It doesn't matter what I call it, though. Which one do you believe? Do you believe that it's something that created everything, or do you believe that it's nothing that created everything? You gave me the philosophical breakdown. Cool. But what are you saying? Are you saying that you believe something created something? That's why I broke it down like that. Do you believe something created everything? Or do you believe nothing created everything? Okay, I'm not going to put a intellectual being in front of creation, so I'm going to put what? What is the... So it's a non-intellectual? There's only really two choices, right? If it's a that's what we're using to represent nothingness right now. Intellect, something. Non-intellect, nothing. That's what we're going to use. Except you don't want to use the term God, right? You're doing this argumentative thing when I'm trying to just get your answer to the question. You just said in one of your comments, I don't even feel like going through the whole thread. This is why I'm making the video. But do I even have it? Because it gives it to me all weird in the thing, on the threads. That's why I made the video, right? But you would then have to go, I believe, it's a simple question. That's why I said I'm simplifying. You only had to say something. I didn't even say you were an atheist. I said, which is your pick by your logic? Are you saying that something created something or nothing created? That's it. I'm not using big fancy words, nothing. Right? This is why I say you're doing what do you call it? A false binary? You're using big words to say pretty much nothing because you haven't answered my question. I said logic. So whatever your logic is, that's the answer. I would like to know your logic. My logic, I consider God as something. Even you said something always was. Fair enough. Something created everything by my logic. By your logic, that's why I asked you, is that what you're saying? Because you haven't mentioned nothing. Every answer you had was something. You everything you say, I can say this cup was created. Anything that you say creates this cup is a something. Unless you want to define something as nothing. Because nothing then becomes something when you give it abilities. It just popped in. From where? From what? How? Right? Humans, where did we come from? Do we come from nothingness? What are the characteristics